Brian Constable with a white cap on An Illusion to help separate those colours from Palace Symphony. They're set and racing. And soon after the jump, Broadway Lad was one of the first to show out with Palace Symphony and Illusion, and also Sunday News. There's one gone at the first. Let me see, it's Broadway Lad, is it? Yes, Broadway Lad's down and out at the very first jump. They've gone over the second now. Here My Prayers have dropped out to be at the tail end of the field, and coming up towards the turn on the first occasion here, Balcapine out wide is moving up to join the leader, An Illusion. Sunday News close to them down on the inside with Mexican Sage. They're followed then a little further back by Knock It Off out wide. Palace Symphony getting back along the inside, and then Kells Tower, and Here My Prayers is last of all. So they come out wide now for these two fences down the straight near the 400 metre mark, and here it's Balcapine on the outside leaping it well from An Illusion just inside him. Sunday News closer to the middle of the track. Then came Mexican Sage moving up in the orange colours in fourth placing at this fence. On his outside is Balcapine, followed by the grey Kells Tower, and then Palace Symphony, and last of all is Hear My Prayer. So they'll angle back towards the inside, and they won't jump another fence until they get to the riverside of the course out near about the 1900 metre mark. So down to the post on the first round, and Balcapine leads. Sunday News is 3/4 away inside him, and 2 lengths Mexican Sage. An Illusion is going back through the field very quickly. He's being restrained, and I think he's being pulled out of the race here. Yes, An Illusion dropped out to last, and he's been pulled up. So already 2 out of the race, Broadway Lad and An Illusion. As they head out of the straight now, 7 left in it, and Balcapine about 2 or 3 lengths Sunday News. Mexican Sage is holding down third placing. A break of 2 lengths further back, Palace Symphony on the inside. Knock It Off is around him, and 5 lengths to Kells Tower, with Hear My Prayers last of all. 11 fences to go, and Balcapine over the first on the riverside. Jumped it with an extended lead now. He just got into it a little bit, and the rider temporarily lost use of his irons. He's kicked them back in, and at the fence at the 1700, he took off a bit early, got away with it though. Sunday News is second in a bunch of horses, including Knock It Off, Mexican Sage out wide, and Palace Symphony, as they come to the fence over near the 1600 metres. There's a break of 10 lengths to Kells Tower, and at least 5 or 6 lengths to Hear My Prayers. Balcapine the leader with about 1500 metres to go now, about to head out to the Abattoirs treble, and it's Balcapine in front. He's a couple of lengths clear. Mexican Sage is now second, followed by Sunday News, and over on the inside of it, Palace Symphony. 3 or 4 lengths to Knock It Off. 15 away then is Kells Tower and Hear My Prayers. Out for the first of the treble near the 1200 metre mark, and Balcapine led a length. Sunday News and Mexican Sage over the first of the treble. Then came Palace Symphony and Knock It Off. Back behind them, Kells Tower, Hear My Prayers are continuing with them, but they're a long, long way back. Here's the last of the treble coming up, and Balcapine's given a good display. Sunday News second, Mexican Sage third. Knock It Off goes up 4. A length and a half behind them, Palace Symphony, and then a distance to Kells Tower and Hear My Prayers. They've completed a circuit coming down the side now. There's still 5 fences to go. Sunday News makes a move on the outside now, and he's put in a big leap at that one. Balcapine jumped at second now, with Sunday News taking the lead. Over the next he goes. In third placing then Mexican Sage, and they're followed by Knock It Off and Palace Symphony. Coming up towards the home turn, still 3 to jump, there's 600 to go. Balcapine kicks back again and again goes to the lead. At the third last one, Balcapine from Sunday News. Mexican Sage is running on, and a break to Palace Symphony, then Knock It Off, and a gap to Kells Tower and Hear My Prayers. 2 to jump, and Balcapine has his second wind. Heads out towards the 450 metre mark. He leads with Mexican Sage coming home well. Sunday News still there, battling away clear of Palace Symphony. At the second last now, Balcapine a couple clear. Mexican Sage on the outside, and Sunday News not done with. Then Palace Symphony. Here's the last one coming up now. Balcapine, he's jumped it well. He's about 2 in front. Mexican Sage and Sunday News are battling along strongly with a gap to Palace Symphony. The 150 metres to go, and Balcapine's given a great display. He leads by more than 2 to Mexican Sage, Sunday News, Palace Symphony. 100 out, Balcapine is absolutely tied. He's 2 lengths clear. Mexican Sage is trying hard, but Balcapine will win it. Balcapine by a length, Mexican Sage, and a length and a quarter, Sunday News third. Then Palace Symphony with a long break to Hear My Prayers, Kells Tower, and Knock It Off last to go over the line. Light flashing, 1200 metres. An attendant with Follow Gold. Birdland Jazz stands perfectly. Jolly Pell, a little movement. Off now, Birdland Jazz began pretty well down towards the inside. Quick Deception shows some pace. Barnacle's got away well. Follow Gold hard ridden to go towards the front. And Emotional Success is showing speed. At the 1,000 metres, Birdland Jazz had found the rail. Leads from Emotional Success outside it. About a length further back in the field, Follow Gold. Beggar's Opera, Fabish in that pack. Jolly Pell from the outside is scooting across too. It is up with the leading horses now. Back behind those were Gentle Call. Barnacles has got a fair way back on the rail. So too is Flame of Atlanta. Angel Spirit's going forward ahead of it. And then Palace Glow. Well back in the field then is Mr. Bow towards the tail end. And Quick Deception is now last of all at the 500. Birdland Jazz led Jolly Pell. Angel Spirit wider out third. Follow Gold just behind them. They've got away on Barnacles and then Emotional Success and Palace Glow. And further back is Flame of Atlanta. They're nearing the 250. Birdland Jazz in front. Follow Gold throws out the first threat and looms alongside and goes to the lead from Birdland Jazz, who hasn't found anything. And Follow Gold's kicked by two now. Then Barnacles and Angel Spirit, but Follow Gold's full of running. Barnacles green getting it a second, but Follow Gold comes away. Follow Gold beat Barnacles by over two. Angel Spirit third. Gentle Call ran on well. Birdland Jazz weakened noticeably the last bit. Then Palace Glow, Emotional Success, Flame of Atlanta. Next, Mr. Bow didn't come into it with a gap to Fabish, trailed by Quick Deception. Towards the end was Jolly Pell and Beggar's Opera last to greet the judge. Things in order in the race. Off they go. Marlborough up well down on the inside from Leading Bounty. Badara Prince was a little slow and settles behind them early. Salad Touch is prominent and Bright Spot wider out. As they come along to the first of 13 hurdles now, and all jumping it well with Leading Bounty against the rails just in front. Salad Touch outside it. Staking is wider and Marlborough's in behind them fourth on the fence as they leap this one. Extra Jovial is around him and then Bright Spot. Vautinska's next to last and Badara Prince is last of all. They're heading down towards the 2,800 metre mark and the next hurdle coming up with Leading Bounty in front. Marlborough's right behind him a length and a half away and Salad Touch is on the outside third when they come to the third jump in the race. They're followed by Staking, behind it Extra Jovial and Vautinska on the rail. Second last Bright Spot and 2 lengths Badara Prince. Leading Bounty comes towards the next hurdle and he put in a good leap at it. He's 2 lengths in front of Salad Touch and Marlborough's inclined to pull over on the inside. There's no pace about. Bright Spot moving up on the outside of Staking, Vautinska, Extra Jovial and Badara Prince. Now Bright Spot's gone forward. Leading Bounty and Bright Spot leap that next hurdle together and go past the post for the circuit to run 2 lengths in advance of Marlborough, still inclined to tug over on the inside, followed by Salad Touch, and behind those horses is Staking, Extra Jovial on the outside, Vautinska back on the rail and Badara Prince last of the 8. Out they go to the riverside now. They've jumped the first 5. There's 8 hurdles left to go. And the leader is Leading Bounty. A length and a quarter now to Bright Spot up second. On the rails is Marlborough third. A neck to Salad Touch. 2 lengths to Staking. Vautinska and Extra Jovial together with Badara Prince last of all as they leap that first on the riverside. There's a little more pace in it now. And it's Leading Bounty a length and a half clear from Bright Spot. A length away in third is Marlborough. A length and a quarter Salad Touch fourth. And then follows Staking outside Vautinska. Extra Jovial is out 3 wide when they leap the hurdle near the 1,700 and more than 2 Badara Prince. Out to the 1,600 they race and Leading Bounty more than 2 lengths to Bright Spot, a length to Marlborough, 2 or 3 lengths then to Salad Touch, followed by Vautinska and Staking together over the next hurdle. Extra Jovial on their outside and 2 or 3 lengths to Badara Prince. At the 1,400 metres and Leading Bounty unchallenged in front, led by a length and a half to Bright Spot and a length to Marlborough, 3 lengths to Salad Touch, Extra Jovial, then Vautinska on the rails when they go over that one, and Badara Prince back at the tail in company with Staking at the 1,200 metres. Here's the next hurdle coming up now, and it's Leading Bounty by about a length and a half. Bright Spot second on the outside. Marlborough's back on the rails and 2 lengths Salad Touch, Extra Jovial. Then Vautinska on the inside of Staking and Badara Prince still last of all. They've gone past 1,000 metres. Third last one looms in their sights and Leading Bounty over it. Lands by about a half to Bright Spot, 1 to Marlborough, 1.5 to Salad Touch, Extra Jovial. Vautinska finishing fairly along the inside of him. Then came Staking in 6 or 8 lengths to Badara Prince. Coming around the home turn now, and Craig Durden's having a look around on the second horse, Marlborough. Leading Bounty's going to swing the corner at the 600 in front, but Marlborough's right there to challenge now. He's come away from the rails for the first time, and he moves up on the outside. There's 2 to jump now, and the favourite looking okay as he takes Leading Bounty with Vautinska running on. Had to switch around the heels now. Here's the second last one. Marlborough the outside. Leading Bounty kicking back 2 or 3 lengths lengths to Vow Tench, going to gap Salad Touch and Bright Spot at the last one, and Marlborough's drawn about a length clear from leading Bounty, who he scrambled over it. He's a couple clear, Marlborough. From now, Vow Tench going to second and then leading Bounty, but there's 100 left to go, and Marlborough's coming clear from them now. Given a slap with the whip, he extends his lead to 4 lengths, and Marlborough takes it out well. Marlborough wins the Lachelle by about 4. Vow Tench second, leading Bounty third, then a gap to Bright Spot and Salad Touch together, and a very long break to Staking and Extra Jovial. And here's Badara Prince cantering past the 100-metre mark. He's distanced in the race. First leg of the quaddie. Petagina's down on the inside, 1,400 metres. Track heavy and the rail true, and they're set to go for the 4th of the day. Light flashing. Can't see any movement from this side, but now Starenda was rearing a little, settled again. Off they go. And a good start too. Lacame was one of the first to bounce out. The Spunk was away quickly, and also Petagina hunts up on the inside to third with Diet Days. My Bigston going forward on the outside, and they're followed further back in the field by Peerage on the inside of Raging Storm. China Syndrome hunting forward, followed by Crawl forwards, and then Danish Harmony, who eased back a little there, might have got tightened up a bit. Next is Starenda. They're followed by Happy Host, and Luxapel's a length and a half away. 900 to go, and Lacame the leader by a length. The Spunk a length. My Bigston out wider around Petagina. Just between horses, and with those horses Diet Days. 2 or 3 lengths further back is Peerage on the inside of Raging Storm. China Syndrome is wide, followed by forwards, and then Starenda going up inside it, being followed further back by Happy Host. 2 or 3 to Luxapel, followed by Crawlers next to last, and Danish Harmony is hard ridden and last, turning into the straight, where it's Lacame at the 500, straightening up by a length. On the outside it's the Spunk. Petagina sweats on a run behind the leader. Next is Peerage, and then Diet Days. Raging Storm down the outside, followed by Starenda. China Syndrome's a long way back. Lacame at the 300 is a length and a half or 2 in front of Petagina, who's trying to come out after Lacame, who's kicked away by more than 2 lengths now. Then the Spunk and Raging Storm from Starenda, but it's Lacame nicely clear with 100 to go. It's lengthened the break to 4 lengths to Petagina, and then Raging Storm and Starenda, but Lacame all the way wins it well by about 4 or 5. Petagina, Starenda third, just in front of Raging Storm. A gap of 3 lengths then to the Spunk and Happy Host, with a gap behind those to Diet Days. Peerage, China Syndrome never came into it. Next, Luxapel, My Bigston. Crawlers finished well back. Danish Harmony was next to last, and a long last was forwards. Light flashing, they're set. Klusker on the inside. Starters holding them here. Barrier attendant lending some assistance to one near the outside, holding onto a tail to keep it balanced. Off they go. And that was a good start too. First to break the line, Blazing Sun. Out quickly too is Babetto, Deerfield. Raptor just off them, and Plaska holding onto the fence, and then George on Broadway. As they settle fully, Typhoon Barney's third last at the 1,200 metres now. And Plaska hunts up on the inside and led Blazing Sun a neck. The pace is right on. 3 lengths away in the field is Babetto on the outside of Raptor. 2 lengths to Deerfield, 1 Dancing Sculptor. They're followed by George on Broadway, 2 Happy Star, Typhoon Barney, Wajib Star next to last, and Jade Tights. Plaska through on the rails, leads at the 800 metre mark. Half a length on Blazing Sun, 2 lengths Raptor inside Babetto. A length and a half to Deerfield fifth, and then Dancing Sculptor. Couple of lengths to George on Broadway, Happy Star, Typhoon Barney, 1 Wajib Star, and Jade Tights is last of all. At the turn, a little over 500 to go, and Plaska against the rail leads Blazing Sun the outside, and Raptor right behind the leader. Then Babetto in the green blinkers coming home well, and next is Deerfield, and Happy Stars running a bit of a race when they go past the 400. Raptor badly needing a run, is trying to angle up on the fence. Plaska leads Babetto, and Raptor squeezing through. Is there room? He's got through, but Dancing Sculptor's come with a run. Typhoon Barney's joining in. Dancing Sculptor takes the lead. Raptor's trying to rally on the inside. Dancing Sculptor in front of Raptor, Typhoon Barney. Dancing Sculptor's the leader. Dancing Sculptor wins it by a length to Raptor. Photo third, Wajib Star flashing home, and Typhoon Barney. Then Babetto and Happy Star. A gap to Plaska, Deerfield, followed by Blazing Sun. And behind those were George on Broadway, and Jade Tights was last to go. Battleshire and linked in, and they're set to go. Racing, go with the flow away okay. Norsewood was one of the first to bounce out. Boldly, Hunker Magic, Seafon jump well, and Jamati is going forward as they settle down, and Rich Pickings dropped out to be last of all. Norsewood at the 1400, a narrow leader, but now is being headed by Hunker Magic. Hunker Magic goes to the lead with Jamati now second, Norsewood a neck away third, and then Uvarage. Next, Lord Dresden running fifth on the outside, and they're followed a length away in the field by Boldly. Over on the inside is Go with the Flow, and Seafon is trapped three wide around those. 2 lengths further back, Battleshire and Caveside Cannibal the rail, and 2 to Rich Pickings. Heading to the 1000, Hunker Magic just the leader. Jamati sits on its outside, and a couple of lengths Uvarage outside Norsewood. 1.5 Lord Dresden fifth, and then Go with the Flow Boldly. 1 to Seafon, a length Caveside Cannibal, and behind those is Battleshire and Rich Pickings. At the 800 metres, they haven't gone particularly hard, and Jamati on the outside put the nose in front of Hunker Magic still with the rail. Uvarage is in third placing, Norsewood over on the fence. Then Lord Dresden coming a bit wider, followed by Go with the Flow Boldly. Seafon is next with a white cap on the outside, running about 6th or 7th. Battleshire and eases out to have a crack at them, followed by Caveside Cannibal and Rich Pickings last as they enter the straight, where Hunker Magic kicks back on the inside to again lead Jamati. Norsewood going for the fence. Lord Dresden is running on well, followed by Go with the Flow, Uvarage, and then Seafon on the outside. Hunker Magic just the leader. Norsewood is going through on the fence to join it now. Norsewood has taken the lead. He's drawn a half length clear. He's gone for home. Norsewood at the 100. Booted away on Hunker Magic. Go with the Flow, and then Caveside Cannibal. But Norsewood racing in great form. Norsewood takes it out and wins by 2 lengths. Now either Hunker Magic or Caveside Cannibal, which rattled home for the miners just in advance of Go with the Flow, and then Boldly followed by Lord Dresden, behind them Jamati, and then Seafon, who couldn't quite go on, trailed by Uvarage, Rich Pickings towards the end, and Battleshire. Then set to run. 1400 metres, race 7 at Flemington. Racing now. And the first out here was Principe Walker. Pinged away very fast and finds the lead ahead of Rancho Spark, who zips across quickly from the outside gate. Settling just behind them is Tenacity, right up on the speed today, and Miss Cherie goes forward outside her. Followed then by Sovereign Squall, the Bartered Bride, and further back is Zahiro on the outside, a length and a half to Old Man Jugatrice together. Then Bella Tilden, followed by Spectrum in the all wide. Ushku well back from Bush Lawyer, and Mustang Red is one of the last going past the 1,000 metre mark, with Rainbow Division on his outside. Now Rancho Spark shot to the lead, and heading to the 800 metre mark, leads by 2 lengths Principe Walk. Tenacity is 2 lengths away third, followed by the Bartered Bride, Sovereign Squall, and then Zahiro. A length further back is Jugatrice, followed then by Bella Tilden, the grey on the rail, and then Miss Cherie. Spectrum a fair way back, so is Old Man a long way from them on the rails as they corner. They're trailed by Ushku, then Bush Lawyer, Mustang Red, and Rainbow Division. Into the straight now, and Rancho Spark the leader, a length and a half to Principe Walk and the Bartered Bride. Zahiro coming home on the inside, and further back in the field is Old Man, and then Bella Tilden and Jugatrice. They're nearing the 200 metres, and Rancho Spark kicked out by 2 lengths Principe Walk. Zahiro on the inside, and the Bartered Bride. Rancho Spark getting tired. Principe Walk coming at it again. No run for Zahiro. Rancho Spark tackled again by Principe Walk on the outside. Principe Walk with the nose in front and just won it. Principe Walk from Rancho Spark, and the Bartered Bride close up third. Zahiro had little luck in the last couple of hundred. They broke right away then from Old Man, and then came Bush Lawyer, Bella Tilden, Ushku, Mustang Red, followed by Miss Cherie. Jugatrice has finished a good way back, followed by Sovereign Squall, Rainbow Division, Tenacity, and Spectrum last of all. On Wednesday is locked away now, and they're set to go. Ready now. Old Tawny on the inside, away they go, and Old Tawny began quickly in company with No Need. Dynamic Tycoon was away in a hurry looking for the front. Flirty Bird is up there too in company with Fasato as they settle down now, and fighting out for the lead. There's 3 or 4 of them up there, and Felak is up there too on the outside. Dynamic Tycoon is trying to cross over, but he's still caught out 4 wide, and Old Tawny pushes up on the inside to lead. Out to the 1600, Old Tawny in front from Flirty Bird, Fasato, and on their outside Dynamic Tycoon is still trapped out 4 wide there. A length and a half, Kabila running 5th, and then Falak on the outside. No Need just behind them. Then came Unsolved. Back behind them, 2 lengths away is Ilmoge, Brilliant Poet, AD, and 4 lengths Starletto. Now, as they settle fully, Fasato has gone to the lead. Dynamic Tycoon has been able to sit on his outside a neck away now. 2 lengths further back in the field then. In third placing is on the inside Old Tawny with Flirty Bird around it, and Wonder Falak running 5th, followed by Kabila. A length further back is No Need, a length to Unsolved, and then Ilmoge, a length and a half to AD, Brilliant Poet, and 2 lengths to Starletto. Dynamic Tycoon has worked to the lead. He's been softened up early though, and coming down the side is a length for Sato. Falak improving up on the outside to 3rd from Flirty Bird, and then came Old Tawny back the rails 5th, trailed by Kabila. Ilmoge sneaking around the outside. No Need back on the fence, held up coming towards the turn. Unsolved, and Brilliant Poet is starting a run deep, and back behind those horses AD and Starletto as they neared the turn. 500 to go now, and Fasato kicking through on the inside leads Dynamic Tycoon, who's dropped back, and now Falak has improved on the outside to tackle the leader as they corner. Ilmoge and Brilliant Poet, the grey, is putting himself in the picture down the outside. No Need is still a fair way back as they got to the 300 here, and Old Tawny sprinting quickly on the rails. Old Tawny sprinted away from them, put 4 lengths on Unsolved, then Brilliant Poet. Further back is Fasato, and Kabila's coming home on the outside, but Old Tawny back in distance, has it well parcelled up. He'll streak away, and Old Tawny eased up, won it easily. No Need got up for 2nd, but beaten about 5 lengths with Kabila 3rd. Then AD followed in by Unsolved, and behind those horses were Fasato, and then came behind those were Brilliant Poet.